A long time ago, Akbar the Great ruled India. He was the greatest of all the Mughal emperors.
I am the greatest of all the Mughals. I have many advisors and countless servants, but my favorite one is Birbal. Birbal is the wittiest and cleverest man in the whole empire.
But Birbal had enemies who were envious of his popularity. Most envious of all was the emperor's barber. The barber knew that favor with Akbar brought fortune.
Why can a barber not be the fortunate one for a change? I'm as clever and witty as Birbal. I have good ideas. I deserve a better position.
The barber's envy turned to hatred. He plotted for Birbal's downfall day and night. Very soon, he worked out a cunning plan. One day, while trimming the emperor's beard, the barber found the courage to speak up and put his plan into action.
You know, Your Majesty, last night I dreamt of your father. My father, you say? Did he speak to you? Yes, Your Excellency. He is very happy in paradise, but says that all the residents of heaven are terrible bores. He wants you to send someone to keep him amused with fine talk. Someone who is clever and witty needs to be sent.
Now, although Akbar prized Birbal very much, he truly worshipped his own father. After a little thought, he decided to send his favorite advisor to paradise to entertain the old man. He sent for Birbal.
The only way to reach heaven is through death. What a brilliant plan I had contrived. Birbal will have to die.
Birbal rode to the court at once to learn of the emperor's wishes.
Birbal, if I have not judged you wrongly, I think you love me enough to make any sacrifice for my sake. You know I do, Emperor. Yes, that is right. Go on. Then I would like you to go to heaven and keep my dear father company. Yes, company, that's it. Your Highness, it would be an honor for me, but may I take a few days to prepare? But your father, sir, is so sad, so very, very bored and sad and... Silence! Birbal, you are doing me a great favor. Of course you should prepare. I will give you a week. A week?
Birbal returned home and dug a deep pit in the grounds of his house. This would be his grave. But along with it, he also dug a secret tunnel that opened under the floor of his private room. Then he returned to meet the emperor.
Your Highness, I am ready to go to heaven. Very good, Birbal. But, in accordance with an old family tradition, I would like to be buried alive. My family has always believed that this is the easiest and quickest way to get to heaven.
And so, to the delight of the barber, Birbal was buried alive. He found his way into the tunnel that took him to the safety of his own house. Birbal hid in his room for over 6 months. At the end of that time, with long hair and a shaggy beard, he came out of hiding and set off for the emperor's court. Akbar was getting his hair cut when Birbal arrived at the court.
Your Majesty?
Akbar asked the barber to leave the room.
Birbal, can it be you? How did you get here? From paradise. Oh, great one, your father enjoyed our talk so much that he gave me special permission to return to Earth and tell you all about them. Did he give you any special message for his devoted son? Just one, Your Majesty. Do you see my long beard and long hair? Well, it seems very few barbers make it to heaven. Your father asked you to send him yours at once, for he is badly in need of a haircut.
Akbar understood the matter now.
Send for the barber at once, and make preparations to send him to heaven, so that my dear father can have a good shave and a haircut.
The barber realized that he had fallen into the same trap that he had set for Birbal.